Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grim Reaper coming at you for another video of Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourselves and having a fantastic start to the weekend, or hopefully you are anyway, and hopefully your 2x voids go very well. I thought this would be the fitting time to do a video on one of the most meta champions going in PvP right now, which actually I haven't seen many videos on this character and obviously this champion overall. We do have him on BM's account, and you would see me running him in live arena in the past few days. I will be dropping some live arena footage in today's video as well. He does get banned a lot, so it's very difficult to try and get him in, but we're obviously talking about the one and only SULFURYION, and hopefully you do pull him towards this window this weekend. Hopefully I pull him this weekend as well if I open a couple of voids, but we're talking about the one and only SULFURYION. Now, we know he is an absolute god in PvC content, and really is a massive beast in a lot of areas like Chimera, Hydra, Ice Golem, and Spider, where he's really good in them areas where you need the burns and etc. And he's only one of few people that can actually still put on HE burns even if he's under enfeeble, which is very nice from this ability as well. He also has a revive, which is great, and then he has this as well. So obviously this is all about this ability here, being able to place the HE burns and then activating the burn to break the stone skin, which with the incineration blessing, which you will need the incineration blessing for to make this work, which is very strong. And he will get some turn meter as long as he lands the burns, and for every burn he lands 5%. He gets 5% HE burns, right? Which is fantastic, and that's what we want to see. He's got really good synergy with a lot of champions in this game, and he's basically meant to be like my Gizmac replacement or Commodus replacement for whoever to deal with the stone skin and etc. on the team with in today's video. So we're going to run him in classic, and then we're going to run him in live arena, ideally against fast teams or tanky teams with stone skin on them, so we can showcase him overall. And we'll talk about some natural counters to him as well, and why they're natural counters. There is one big void legendary that you guys will know who is a big counter to him. So let me go into the arena. Let me go ahead and set up a team for us, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so we in the arena right now. We are not very high up, unfortunately. That's my apologies on that, but we can still showcase him in what he can do. So we have a Star Sage here. I think it would be quite fitting to take a Star Sage on. So let me go ahead and put something a bit more accessible. I know SULFURYION is not accessible, but we can make the other champions a bit more accessible to kind of make it balance out. Need a turn meter boost here, so I guess we're gonna go with Lysandra, and then we're just gonna take this on here and then showcase him. Hopefully they're in stone skin, and hopefully we can land the burns on the Star Sage. If Star Sage had burn built properly, we shouldn't be able to land the burns at all. So we're gonna come in with a Lysandra, which will probably be the first time ever you'll see a Lysandra, probably the last time you'll see a Lysandra. So unfortunately there's no burns here, which is unfortunately the downside of doing arena on the low end, but we'll go ahead and try to find another one. It's still nice to kind of give a Star Sage a little bash on our way into a video. Ideally, this looks like it'll have some stone skin, double Helicath, so hopefully we can make that work. See if it's got any stone skin. No. Okay, there's only one stone skin, which is on Dutch's. Oh dear. I guess people don't know that stone skin is a good set, I guess, or just don't build it in the casual arena. Okay, we can go ahead and but you can see there we took a big chunk of Dutch's. I think he's got the aspect of Seraph there on the Marius, which is a interesting one. Sorry, on the Hefcat. So yeah, obviously you can come in. We've seen how much damage we did on the Dutches. We just ripped that stone skin right off his team. I'm gonna go ahead, and I think potentially there should be a stone skin build on a UDK if it's built correctly with high resistance if he's metal, maybe Nuka. depending on one of the two builds. Okay, cool. So we know how annoying UDK is. No worries. Sulfurion has got this. You can see the stone skin stripped right off him. No problemo. We've also got a 4-piece pinpoint to protect me against polymorph. Ideally using a 1 submissive. I don't have a 1 submissive on Sulfurion because I got one on Gizmak and Starsage at the moment. So just kind of making that work right now. And then we'll take it from there. So again, we can take on any of these teams on the speed, but we're mainly showcasing him against the good teams. This looks like it's fully awakened here, so we might get polymorphed, hopefully not. We should be able to counter 1 tick of polymorph, potentially. So, and then polymorph should be on cooldown. So you can see here, you can use the arbiter here, I guess. You need a speed aura. Then you know Sulfurion second fastest, and then you're going to use your Armads. You don't want Armads to be faster because he will just go into the stone skin and it's completely pointless. And then you need a nuker like Marius who can just clean the fight up after that. And then you'll see that we'll go ahead and destroy him there. Obviously, Sulfurion, if he lands a burns against Starsage, is actually really solid as well. Again, another speed team here. I don't know if we're faster, but we can try. Sifi can be a problem because if she's faster, she'll block buffs, and then that'll break your speed tune. So you gotta be careful against the Sifi teams. And it will be completely pointless running Sulfurion against teams like that. So you can see here we're actually getting fabled here, which you would think would break the speed. You can see there we landed the burns, no problem. We will go unfortunately suffer to the poly from there, which I think might cost us a win. No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and just go it like that. And we were too strong for him. And you can see here, Sulfurion is absolute beast. Then we have another solid team here. This team looks a bit harder because of the damage mitigation. We'll give it a go anyway. He's got 5-star Timber Chains. As long as we land the burns, again, we will have this. Orishka's a great counter to Sulfurion because of her passive ability, and it is a really big problem for this. So you can see here that we just stripped the whole team. Now I'm running around about 750 accuracy and around about 412 speed. I'm also using a relic where I can steal a debuff from him, which I'll show you shortly. And I've also got 2 gemstones that ignores 5% resistance on each, and that will stack, so give me 10% on that as well, which we'll go into a bit more in the builds. There is a few better builds out there for sure, which I won't deny. And even if Starsage cleanses, which he shouldn't because we are speed tuned, then we should generally still have the advantage here. And obviously Marius will also give me that as well. So unfortunately he does revive and does survive, which is what a good Starsage should have, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and move these veils and see if we can do something with them. Ahmad comes in. Try come in. Okay, cool. That's nice. See if we can get rid of that Sulfurion. No, but we've got Tommy to boost on A1, which is great. And then he's going to go ahead and do his stuff, which is going to... Lazarus is going to drop the Terminator, which will give me a chance to counterattack with the Marius. You can see here, this team is much stronger, but we're dealing with it pretty well. We do also have increased accuracy as well from the Marius. We have our bias on this account, but at the moment our bias is not fast enough because Sulfurion is still faster, so I can't use them together at the moment. But ideally, we make the Sulfurion, the Armads, our bias faster in future, because that would be really nice synergy for like Siege, etc. And we can also rely on accuracy up way more, and we also get 30% tummy to boost, which would be great as well. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to finally drop. But again, stripping the stone skin going first, give me a big advantage there, which is a very, very interesting one. Like, he should be a counter to us. He should be fairly built, and it doesn't look like it's a well-built team, if being honest. So Necrod can do some work against him as well because of the passive, which could be pretty useful. Sigford in immunity, Narcissus in immunity as well can be problems as well for us because of the immunity sets on them with Lightning Cage. So again, we've got to come into speed, go into the burns, take off all the stone skin, which opens up the team. Probably better to use Fabian in this team because of the weak hits. I didn't realize there's all Force Affinity, which to be honest, I haven't built Fabian on this account yet. Still waiting on a bit more stuff to come through. And the team goes right down. Like, it's pretty tanky team. We deal with the stone skin pretty quickly. Nothing else really to worry about. Sulfurion's passive with the dropping the resistance down as well really helps throughout the fight as well. And you can see like Marius has a great synergy with the Sulfurion. And most nukers do, to be honest. Obviously not bomb champions, but that's about it. We don't want to take him on. Let's see if we can find one more defense. Okay. Mortu Macabre, no worries. Mortu Macabre, great counter to Marius. Can cause you some issues for sure. And we deal with it like this. So as long as we go first. You don't need anyone to be faster than Sulfurion as well. Like, you can just use Sulfurion if you wanted to. I prefer to try and use 2 meter boost champions if you can. You can see they're stripped off all the stone skin like so. Nothing to really worry about. And then pop, 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 pop. Except for the Duchess that survives. It's also worth noting he's going to do damage from that as well, and he's getting a turn meter. He's also doing a turn meter drop from the 6-star incineration. Now you have to be careful against the 6-star incineration against Marius. That will be one thing you have to be careful of. Marishka as well is another factor. Again, Sigford or Nice in immunity sets, which are quite common to see at top end of the arena. And there's probably someone else as well. Sifi, if they're faster as well, that could be a problem for sure. But yeah, he could generally work like this. You could get away with not using the Lasarius outside the Lysandra if you don't want to. Anyway, let me go ahead and slit in some live arena fights for this one. I think there'll be 1 or 2 battles that you guys can kind of watch him in a live arena. Then we're going to go over it and have a look at his build and his masteries and talk about other sets that we could potentially use. And we'll talk a little bit about P versus E as well. It's too late to nerf Armads now. Too late. We can't nerf Armads now. I need more nukers. Gross is not ready for this fight. He's took my best 2 nukers. See what happens. Of course it's not a repeat. Yeah, I did a Fabian 5-star, yeah. Falconus is not built at the moment. Falconus is not built at the moment, that's why I'm not using them. A couple of these champions are not built. Falconus, Odin's not ready. Brodus is not ready. Fabian's not built. And Hedgie's not ready either. There's like 1 or 2 I need to work on. The Valkanus was in Lightning Cage of the event dungeon and solo it. Oh, poisons. In immunity. Fuck, I wonder how that's gonna work. Just thinking, if free flip now, it can't enfeeble me. If I do the A2, it can enfeeble me. One shot. One shot. Let's go. Can't win it. Come on, bro. Surely. Eesh. There's no way she can win this. You ain't getting through that. Should only ignore block damage. You're a Gizmat? Damn, you're insane looking, man. You're gonna die. Again? Oh wait, you can't. You can ignore his plot damage. It's fun. He really CC champion, but Fabio come in. Optimizer stopped working, so it's like I couldn't finish the rest of the takeover. I'm taking the Taurus. I don't worry about Catrixia too much. Catrixia can be difficult to deal with if you're not careful. It's got to work out is like the best pick to date, first pick. You can put that relic on Catrixia. If you can get your hands on one. Bye bye, Stone Skin. Wait, what? Oh. Alright then, so let's have a look at his build. We have a 4-piece pinpoint, or 5-piece pinpoint on this account, which is pretty nice. We also working pretty well with this, so this will give me 1 stack of Imcept. I think a 6-piece pinpoint would be the better way to go, but at the moment we don't have that luxury at the moment on this account, but we can try and increase that in the future as well. So let's look at the stats then, and the main two are to take notice of is the speed and accuracy. Now we want to make sure he's got enough speed to be speed tuned with Utami to boost champions, and then pump that accuracy as high as possible. Minimum accuracy would be 500, but again, you will want to try and pump these numbers towards 800, 900 accuracy if you can. Now if there's a plus 4, we can get this accuracy up a bit more. We obviously have the relic, which could be improved or changed in depending on which way you look at it. You can use Molten Death Bow. We'll talk about relics in the future. And then defense and HP would be important, or content. Now, if you're going to use him in the previous E content that we mentioned earlier, would be 9-piece protection way to go. or you could even potentially go 9-piece Feralt if you have that over the protection, depending on which one you have. He does put some burns out and he does put that resistance down as well, but the 9-piece protection would be better. So when we look at the gear, we have ideally a accuracy banner with accuracy substats. Then we also have ideally HP with accuracy substat as well, and then ideally a HP ring here. Then we have a speed with speed substats with speed ascension that we are looking for, and an accuracy substat, sorry. Then we're looking for a accuracy chest with accuracy substats and a speed substats and accuracy ascension. Then we're looking for defense or HP gloves percentage, ideally with speed and accuracy substats with a HP with the HP ascension. Then along the top, we want to generally be looking for speed, accuracy, and HP substats with HP ascension. Speed and accuracy are probably the main two, and then HP is just a bonus, so take that as here as well. Ideally, the number one relic for me would be the one of submissive. I only have two, and there are more important champions for the account and what I play. So right now we're using this. It gives me a little bit more accuracy, but generally why I'm using this is because it gives me 2 slots to place the HP burns, which will give me a 10% ignore resistance, which the bigger the resistance, the more that I ignore, which is pretty useful. And he has a random chance of stealing a debuff as well, which would be a bit RNG, but it's not too bad. I think it's right now is at a 20% chance, which is very, very low. Full of Blessing has to be consideration. I've tried other blessings with him to kind of make it work, and it doesn't really work the same. So it's one of them ones. It does work in Siege now, as you can see in the description. It says it only works in Arena and Siege battles, which is pretty nice. That's recently just been changed. And then we're talking about masteries. Then I've just gone down here for the Cycle of Violence, and then down here we've gone for Eagle Eye, obviously for more accuracy. Law of Steel, which is going to give me like a ton of speed overall, which is really, really useful. And then you got Spirit Haste. You can come in with Lasting Gifts if you wanted to. I've took in Spirit Haste just in case we need that revive for whatever reason. Let me know down in the comments which one you guys would have took. And that's about it, I guess, for the SULFURYION video. I've wanted to do this for a while. I've been using him on the arena side for a bit now. On 2 accounts, so I'm really enjoying him. He's one of my favorite pick champions right now, and if I'm being honest, he's probably my number 1 pick on my account as well. So I guess that's it for today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully you're having a great weekend again. I'll see you on tomorrow's upload. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.